Cue the fucking music.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
Welcome to another segment of Whatever We Want Reviews. I am Ramon Dizzy Maybell.
And I am Rudy P. Magic.
This was supposed to be ring number 6, but apparently the Eagles had other plans. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now, man.
Philly came out, they were brutal, they were unapologetic in their approach, especially defensively. And most of all, man, they had balls tonight, bro. And I don't mean that as euphemism. I'm talking about their coach, Doug Peterson, bro. He made some big time, arguably controversial calls that any other coach probably would have played it safer on. And I think that's what really got him over the edge. You can see they were just unafraid.
I'm not going to be sore, but I got to give props where props are due and be fair and impartial. Whatever the fuck that is. Philadelphia Eagles, good shit tonight. Everybody on your team made a play when they had to make a play. Nick Foles played arguably his best game. He made plays when he had to make plays on the New England Patriots. He wasn't just playing anybody, so I got to give him credit. I got to give Alshon Jeffrey credit. He was catching all type of crazy shit. Nelson Aguilar, Zach Ertz. And most importantly, man, I got to give that defense props. This game was a shootout among shootouts, but it wasn't a shootout where the defenses looked disinterested. It wasn't a shootout like how the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants was a shootout when Drew Brees threw for like 7 touchdowns. It wasn't a shootout like that. It was a shootout to where it was just a damn good game.
Mm-hmm. It definitely, you saw both teams really were extra hungry, man. They were both competing. Generally in Super Bowls, you either see an ass whooping of epic proportions or you see a comeback from an ass whooping in the making. Like, it's rare when you see a game that competitive for that long.
Right.
That's arguably one of the greatest Super Bowls I think I've ever seen from that standpoint. You had two teams that were neck and neck the entire game, and I figured Philly would come out first. They're the younger, more vigorous opponent. I figured they'd come out and punch New England in the mouth, and then New England would overtime recover. And that's essentially kind of what was happening, but every time it seemed like New England did something, Philly had an answer for that shit, man. It was just something else to see.
Let me talk about my team for a minute, man. New England. I know there's a lot of Brady haters out there and people talking about, oh, 5-3. I got a lot of 5-3 jokes coming. Leave your best 5-3 jokes in the comments. Because I like to laugh. Some of them shits be kind of funny. I ain't even gonna lie.
I got
jokes.
the Jordan cry face over my nigga Tom Brady.
That shit real funny. That shit kind of funny, man. But New England Patriots. Had to get that out. You're gonna see me hit that a couple times in this video.
It's that stress.
But I can't look people in the face and say, okay, Brady's not the GOAT no more, or he's lost his GOAT status. Like, I know motherfuckers are prisoners of the moment. I've been seeing on Twitter, everybody leaving comments talking about, oh, Brady's not the GOAT no more. Oh, what happened to your GOAT? Bro, you cannot say with a straight face that a man who threw for 500 yards, most pass yards thrown in a postseason game thus far, regardless. That's all divisional games, all wild card games, plus all Super Bowls. The most yards thrown by a quarterback. 505. Threw for 3 touchdowns. I can't look at that kind of effort and say you're not the GOAT no more because you didn't quite get over the hump. Don't get me wrong, the Patriots had their chances. It's 2 big plays I want to talk about. The 2 plays that really fucked us in the end. Number 1, and this play happened toward the beginning of the game, but it's the trick play that the Patriots are running. The Patriots pull out a trick play every single season, and for the most part they work, but they jagged this one, man. I'm talking about Brady fakes, hands it off to one person, hands it off to Amendola, and Amendola's supposed to throw it to Brady while Brady's wide open. Brady's wide open, ball bounces right off his fingertips. No catch, no first down. We got to kick the ball back to Philly.
By the way, Brady would have went off on one of his receivers for missing the pass that he ended up missing.
In that instance, Brady, you were absolutely supposed to catch that ball. In a game like this where every little thing counts, we can't make them kind of mistakes. So it was that play. And the second play, of course, every single year, the defense makes the play. And for the longest time in this game, even though the defense were deflecting balls here and there, nobody made that play, that sack, that pick 6. Until like the 4th quarter, there was 0 sacks.
Wow.
You know? So this game was very, very competitive offensively. The play that changed it was at the very end. One of the Eagles' best defenders, of course, I gotta give him credit, Brandon fucking Graham.
My nigga 55.
My nigga 55, Brandon Graham came through, ran off the edge fast as he could, bats the ball out of Brady's hand, fumble.
Play.
Eagles get the ball. That was that. Now let me set this shit up for you real quick before we move on.
Play.
Brady had just got up in that game. It was 33-32. And the Eagles had answered back. It was 38-32. They missed the 2-point conversion. And Chris Collinsworth said these words that I thought that were going to be immortal. And it was Brady with 221.
May as well have a month. That's what he said.
I was about to get a fucking shirt that said Brady with 221. I was finna make Brady with 221 my bio on Instagram. I'm talking about, I thought Brady with 221 was about to live on in eternity. They was gonna put it in his fucking autobiography. But that's not what happened because of Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham comes off the edge right here, knocks the ball out of Brady's hand. Eagles get it. Boom.
I mean, my jaw literally was on the fucking floor when that shit happened. I was like, that's when I first really considered. I said, is this niggas gonna lose this game?
I'm like,
that's when it first hit me. I said, wait, hold on. Because that was the first time in a long time that I've seen Thomas Edward Patrick Brady look vulnerable. And if you know how great Tom Brady is over the years, we've seen Tom Brady take defeats, but you've never questioned his strength. Like, to me, even when he lost, he was always that nigga is just the other team won. It happens. You know, it's an any given Sunday kind of sport. You know what I'm saying? One and done. I never questioned his vulnerability, but this game in particular, I'm looking at some of this shit, I was just like, damn, G. What you're going to see is people point back to this game and say, this is where the chinks really start to develop a little bit.
Bro, I disagree with you there. I think that in this game in particular, bro, Brady looked fucking electric. In the Atlanta Super Bowl last year, especially in the first half, he was getting his ass beat. If it's any time that I would have questioned his vulnerability, it would have been last year. He's played a couple games in his career where he's taken a few beatings here and there. But I ain't never seen him get his ass beat like how in the Atlanta game. Brady's never thrown a pick 6 in a Super Bowl. Anybody could have looked at me and said, hey, yo, this game is fucking over. And I would have believed you. But this year in particular, I saw a man who competed until the very last play. It just wasn't his day. I didn't see somebody who looked different to me or looked like they were 40 finally. I didn't see that. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we get 4 more years out this nigga. When you're looked at as a player like that, you think, okay, I'm pick number 199, round fucking 6. Ain't nobody ever expected me to be shit. The thing that drives you ain't winning at that point. It's losing. Brady would have probably fucking retired after he won this 6th ring. If he'd have won it,
I don't think so.
I think Brady would have been like, you know what, I got 6, man. I got my wife at home, my kids. I'm satisfied. I think Brady would have legit been satisfied with 6.
Nothing he said prior to that game indicated any notion, regardless. Brady gonna play till he can't play no more.
A nigga can say that until that trophy is in his hand. That's my own personal theory.
You know
but Brady is definitely not gonna retire now.
If anything, if there's a silver lining, I'll take that. But again, I think some of the passes, I'm just not used to seeing Tom Brady like that, especially in the clutch and the thick of things. And that defense, I mean, you gotta give the Eagles credit. It's not like he didn't face a legitimate opposition. He faced a crazy opposition, so it's not like
defense was insane.
Oh, he's falling off or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I just never seen that, and it's just interesting to see.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one because I don't know what that is. Like, I seen this nigga playing, dog, until the end. I saw an offense that did everything they could.
The pass defense too, man.
It's been like that all year.
Yeah, true, but damn,
like
man, some of that shit. You can't do that shit here. Some of them have shined in moments like, you know, McCourty had some good blocks tonight. What's it called? What's my man's name, man? My nigga look like Ty Dolla.
Stephon Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore had some legitimate blocks and defenses tonight, deflections rather. But as a whole, man, the unit, it fell back into some very bad habits.
Oh, another thing too, let's talk about it. Malcolm Butler didn't play.
True. I think he had some kind of sickness earlier in the week, so he didn't play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was about. I'm sure in the days to come we'll get some type of answer, but Malcolm Butler did not play, and he did kind of save Super Bowl 49. So I think my overall view of the game was the Patriots competed until the very fucking end. Today just wasn't their day. Couldn't get over the hump. Brady will be back next year, focused and ready to go.
Yeah, man. My takeaway from the whole shit is the Eagles, y'all came out there and played fearlessly, and I think that's why they got it. From y'all coach down, the energy was there. Y'all was hungry, bro. Y'all
they came out to meet me.
From the Dreams and Nightmare intro, y'all was smelling blood. First of all, that's one of the best intros in hip-hop history ever fucking made. So for y'all to come out to that and then to perform the way you performed on that stage with a quarterback who's unproven.
And Nick Foles,
Nick Foles was a surgeon out there tonight.
Nick Foles, dog, man.
I ain't think he had that much sauce left after last week. I'm like, no, all his sauce game is over, man. He's out. You know, that bottle's running dry. You're gonna put some tap water in there or something to get the rest of that sauce out.
3 touchdown passes and made the catch that Brady didn't make in the end zone.
Yeah.
So
on the trick play going into halftime. It's just a testament to a nigga that won it, man.
Yeah, so again, gotta give it to the Eagles, man. They went out there and took it. And honestly, y'all needed it more.
Damn. Philly, city of brotherly love, man. Lately it's been okay on the sports front. Ben Simmons giving y'all a lot to look forward to. And now the fact that y'all Super Bowl champions, man, y'all legit. Hopefully if the NFC East come to play next year, it should be busting.
And don't know crazy injuries happen. Odell Beckham, I need you out there balling.
Right, you out here in commercials twirling around with your fucking quarterback who don't even like you. Like when the season comes, you can't catch a fucking pass to the playoffs to save your goddamn life. No, you can't be in here doing ballerina ass shit with John Cletters and then not catching the ball on 3rd and 12. I just don't understand what the fuck is wrong with you.
That was the most suspect commercial that I've ever seen in my life.
Sus, man. Certified sus.
Certified suspect.
Yeah, man. Congrats to the Eagles, man. Pats. Thank God, if for nothing else, we get 3 more years of Brady at best. So, I'll take it.
4 more years! 4 more years! Man, make sure that y'all subscribe to our page and follow us on Twitter at www.reviews1.
And if you like the music that you heard in today's video, make sure you check me out at www.rudypmagicbeats.com. Hip hop, trap, pop, R&B, I got you covered. Come holler at me.
That's it. That's all. Whatever we want, and we out.
Peace.
Pats Nation, bitch!